Now this is the Tata Sierra in its final production form. It's just been unveiled right now, and here's your first look at it. Now let me start with how large it is. Think of it as something in the compact segment, like its Creta, Seltos, maybe slightly larger. It looks a bit smaller than the Harrier, or very similar. So overall, this car has a lot of presence. Now this isn't exactly a full retro throwback to the Sierra, but you will recognize it as one. And I really like the kind of detailing that's gone in here. This is where the headlight is, you barely see it. This is that full width LED light signature, and a lot of detailing in the grille and that flat Tata logo. It's got a very flat face. You will see that the fog lamps have been arranged in that typical Tata way, and there's a lot of gloss black that's going on. I don't know a lot about the specs, but you can expect level 2 ADAS that you've seen in the Harrier, Safari and so on to be here. We also don't have all the details of the engine. So if we get them by the end of this video, we'll put that in, but here's a look at the side. And here's what the wheels look like. They're quite large, 19 inches, so again very similar to what you get in the Safari and the Harrier. And you have that boxy kind of look now. Again, you've seen these wing mirrors before in the Harrier and Safari, similar kind of door handles. Now this is that iconic Sierra silhouette, but of course, this being a modern car, it's not a large window, sort of alpine window. What you have is a big B-pillar and a blacked out element which covers the C-pillar here and the lengthened sort of D-pillar here. Now, if you remember your Sierra ads, you will know this Easter egg. It's that zebra that used to be in the Sierra ads, and I also like this big sort of arrangement here. It'll be for the fuel filler cap and the EV both. And again, you have that very flat slab-sided rear. Again, very similar, reminiscent and recognizable as the Sierra. You have this powered tailgate arrangement. Now again, I don't have all the specs yet, but as you can see, the boot is decent. Not massive by segment standards, but it's still okay. I have a 12-volt outlet here. And you'll notice these lighting, these accessory lighting for the big sort of arrangement here, considering the light is not here, which is pretty neat. And now let me show you the rear of the Sierra. It's got that hidden wiper thing from Land Rover that Tata also uses sometime now, as you've seen in the next one. And this is what the rear looks like. It's got that flat, full width lighting, again, very neatly integrated. There's a lot of gloss black going on, so we'll have to look and see how that works, but you do have 360-degree cameras right here. Now this is what the Sierra looks like from the inside, and yes, I have to say that they've stayed quite true to what we've said, quite true to what we've seen in the concept form. That basic layout remains the same. Of course, the thing that catches your attention first is this wide 3-screen layout, and now I can't turn this car on, but of course it's 3 different screens. I'm guessing it'll be about 10.25 or 12.3 inch sizes each, and the interface will be quite similar to what you've seen in, say, a Harrier EV. But where the big step up has happened is just in the way that this car feels on the inside. It feels like a modern car with the kind of open kind of arrangement that you have. Now this is the ICE version. This bit has you have powered driver's seat. That seat is still manual. And of course, you've seen the steering wheel too from the Harrier before, the 4-spoke unit. Same with the climate panel here, very similar to other Tata cars, and with the gear selector. But I have to say that these materials here, now this is all hard plastic, but this has this nice cushionish texture to it. This has this rubberized fabric texture. You have Dolby Atmos, as you can see there on the JBL speakers. Now the window controls too, it's a step up from what you've seen in previous Tata cars. And these cars by themselves seem quite well put together. You have the space here for knickknacks, another 65-watt charger here, another Type-C charger, and this kind of space here. I really like how the wireless charger is made here. I don't know if it'll move around a little bit, but it's integrated well. Roof lining too has been done well. Now let me show you a few other features. You will see that this is how the start-stop button and the terrain modes and drive modes have been integrated. They have quite a tactile feel to them. And yes, it doesn't have too many buttons in the cabin, especially this space looks quite blank. But overall, this is what the cabin of the new Sierra looks like. Some of the other bits are that you get a powered driver's seat, ventilated seats and this quite high-end feature. Now this is the back seat of the new Tata Sierra. As you can see, I have this much headroom. This kind of eats into it, but the big sunroof makes it quite an airy space. Now this is that iconic element. Here's what it looks like from the inside. What you have here is an integration of the speakers here. I get sunshade as a result of this, but as you can see, it's not fully covering the window as a result. But I have to say that all the materials and textures here feel good. This is textured, this is all soft. It has this kind of vertical sort of empty space here, which looks very modern. I also like the window switches. They're not related to other Tata cars, and the way the door handle is sort of integrated. I don't know the dimensions yet as I'm filming this video, but as you can see, for my height, I have a good amount of knee room and I can place my feet under the front seat quite easily. Now I have to say the seats themselves are comfortable. There's a good amount of thigh support and it's nearly flat. It's not fully flat but nearly flat. Now let me check. I also have a slight recline function for the seat. As you can see, it's not much but it's there. The bench itself is quite flat and of course you have that center armrest here. These 3 headrests and these 2 Type-C chargers and a space to put your phone. Of course, you also have that boss mode kind of arrangement here, which a lot of cars have, and that really opens up a lot of space, I must say. Now, we don't have all the details of the Sierra. We'll know prices and everything else on November 25th. But what do you think? Do you think this is a big, huge change in the compact SUV segment? Do you think you would move away from all the rivals that have been in this space before and Tata sort of hasn't been in this space? Let us know in the comments and let us know what you think the Sierra will be priced at.